And here is the video.
I was watching a YouTube live video from one of my friends and I realized this fact. I will offer it in the form of a question. The question is, what do many New Agers have in common with many evangelical Christians? The answer that I intend to build on is to be raptured out of this world. Yes, that is exactly what I believe they have in common. Now some of you may not know what it means to be raptured out of this world, so I will briefly explain it. There is a common belief within all of Christianity, but far more developed among evangelicals, that the world we live in is a fallen mess. The goal is to go to a better place forever. And based on the wording of the Apostle Paul, he suggests at some point all Christians will be caught up to meet Jesus in the air and escape this evil planet once and forever. Now, having spent 30 years of my life studying the Bible and Christian theology, and having taught systematic theology, biblical theology, and hermeneutics, I believe that idea is totally false. I am fairly confident that all of the eschatological ideas that surround the end of the world and space and time are equally misunderstood. I am of an informed belief that the book of Revelation and the apocalyptic language found in the New Testament was meant to speak to the time and the audience it was written to, and not some future generation that is coming in some future event. I will not litigate this here, but in the past, I have done so, and way beyond my satisfaction that it is indeed correct. Now shifting gears, I direct my attention toward the New Agers that see the ultimate answer in non-duality. They also see the earth plane as evil, and many see the soul trapped on a not-so-merry-go-round called samsara. If my memory serves me, in Kabbalah, it is called Gilgal. They then see ascension in the same way that evangelical Christians see the rapture. It is the way of escape back to oneness and non-duality. It is a way of escaping the perpetual merry-go-round. It is odd because when I think of either scenario for more than 5 minutes, the concept that comes to mind is total boredom. There may be some whose struggle has been so daunting that they might be ready for a rest, but how long before they would be seeking a new challenge? I think not long at all. I do believe that rest is available for those who want and need it, but it is definitely not eternal in my view. In my view, if consciousness is the creative force and source, and we are all image bearers of that consciousness by virtue of our consciousness, then we all have creative input into creation itself. It seems to me that we are all jointly and severally consciousness. Yes, it is a paradox for sure. There is a way in which we are non-dual, as we are all one at the consciousness level. However, there is also a way that we are individuals, and that makes it seem dual. I will rely here on the Kabbalion for the answer to this paradox. It states that all truths are but half-truths, and that all paradoxes will be solved. My solution is quite simple. We are consciousness experiencing infinite potentiality. At the non-dual level, it is infinite potential, but without our individuality, the potential lacks experience. That in a nutshell is where we as individual conscious agents and egos come into play. We experience infinite potential, and in order to experience it, there has to be a polarity. There is polarity at the micro level. It appears that electromagnetism is an energetic driving force in our universe, and it is based on polarity. It's interesting because I have just mentioned 2 of the 7 Hermetic principles found in the Kabbalion. One is obvious and one is suggested. The obvious one is polarity, but the not-so-obvious one is correspondence. It simply states as above so below, and as below so above. I think that going to the micro level of the universe could be considered below, but what if it is also above? What I mean is that at the micro level we see polarity in electromagnetism, but what if the micro level is actually the level above? What if it is indeed the spiritual realm? I sense that it is the case. The micro level, the quantum level if you prefer, is the foundational conscious level. It is the level of all potentiality. Over time, we have combined these forces into material reality that provides the proving grounds for experiencing the potentiality. So, no, I do not believe the goal should be to rapture to an eternal bliss, nor do I believe it should be to ascend to non-duality. The goal is and should be to experience potential, and that is precisely what we are up to. That is why we incarnate and reincarnate. We are not locked on an evil merry-go-round. We are on an infinite continuous upward spiral. We are co-creators, and we participate in the divine nature. We are the created, and we are the creators. In conclusion, it seems that both the evangelical rapture enthusiasts and the New Age non-dual ascensionists have the same goal. They want to escape the very purpose of the material plane. The truth is that amid all of the world's problems, as a whole we are growing more humane. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and thank you for watching this video on cosmic consciousness.